I just bought two 75cc Giantz chainsaws from an eBay seller. There's many more sellers selling this. This is the box it came in. There's no identification on the box or the chainsaws as to the capacity of the in cc's of the chainsaws. Now, over the last 10 or 15 years, I've owned about 7 or 8 Chinese chainsaws, and I've always had problems with it. This is one I bought, just maybe half an hour use, and the pull cord mechanism has failed. Now, this is a 62cc. This is another one. It's a few years old. They're both the engines, except for the plastic, are identical to the engines. I know this is 62ccs, and this one is advertised at 75. Same weight, same size. Now, how we measure. Now let's see if these are 75ccs. And the way we do that, the way that it's done, is to measure the volume of the cylinder. And that's, we need two measurements, the stroke and the diameter. And half the diameter will give us the radius. So we call the stroke H, height. So we times that by the radius and then times that by pi using an online calculator. Now, I've removed the spark plug here, the muffler, so we can get to the piston and the pull start mechanism, because I need a fairly accurate measurement on the stroke to get the which turns the crankshaft. Now, with the spark plug out, I'm using this metal Allen key because I haven't got a preferable a wooden coffee spoon or so I'll insert this down the cylinder until I get bottom dead centre, right? So that just as it's rocking, you can see I'm moving the crankshaft. Just as it's rocking backwards and forwards, not going up or not going down. And with this marker pen, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to mark it. Mark the Allen key. There's the mark. Now we're going to find top dead centre. And just as it's turning, neither up or down, we measure that. So, what that measurement is the is the stroke. The first measurement is showing let's see. The first measurement is showing 47 cc's, 47 millimetre, and the second one, the second measurement is, the second measurement is about 12.5 millimetre. So we get 47 millimetre and 12. So we deduct 12.5 millimetres from 47, and we come to 34.5 millimetres. Now, to get the radius, we've got to measure the diameter of the piston through the port, through the exhaust port, and you can see, maybe not, the piston moving up and down. Now we've got to insert this wooden handle in here, and and turn the piston so it goes up, and it meets a little bit of force, just a tiny bit, from the piston and the cylinder will leave a mark. There it is, the mark. It will leave a mark as to the diameter, and the diameter is looks to me like 44 millimetres. 44 millimetres, the diameter. So to get the radius of the piston is half the diameter. So we have 22 millimetres is the radius. 34.5 is the stroke. In other words, they call it the height. Now the volume of the cylinder in cc's is the height, which is 34.5, times r, the radius is 22, times pi, using an online calculator. And we get to, that's the volume of the cylinder, is 52.46 cc's, and the eBay seller is advertising this as which I bought these chainsaws from, advertising as 75 cc. And they're not 75 cc's, but 52. It's un-Australian. It's un-Australian to advertise something and deliver you something else which is different from what is advertised.